Hey guys, welcome back. So it's 7 months since I started my lock journey. Okay. So yeah, 7 months since I started my locks, and right now I feel like they've been pretty consistently just doing the same kinds of things, like the shapes, the sealing of the ends and stuff like that. Like it's been the same stuff going on, honestly, and I guess my regimen has pretty much been the same as well. Like I wash my hair every week. Well, I guess it changed a little bit. I wash my hair every week, like with shampoo. I conditioned once. I think I conditioned for my 6 month. Yeah, and that was like the only time I conditioned in like a long time. And I haven't again since, but yep, I conditioned once. I wash it every week with shampoo. I try to keep it wet, but I honestly be so scared, you guys. I'd be so scared because if I like drench it, like get it all the way wet in the shower at night or something, and then I put like a scarf on at night, the lock itself will not be wet in the morning, but like if I go like this in my head, I can still feel like the dampness and or the moisture. I don't know if dampness is a word, but I can still feel the moisture, and I don't know. I don't want to accumulate any mildew or anything like that. So I try not to dampen it all the way at night, and then like wrap it and stuff, because it's such so much easier in the summertime. Like when I can just go outside and it'll just literally like air dry. But with these temperatures, I don't know. It's just no. So yeah, I guess my regimen changed a little bit because my hair's been much like not my scalp because I still like oil it and stuff, but my hair itself has just looked much drier. Like I don't know if you guys can tell. And then like all these little flaky things. It's like I can't ever see them because I can't see like the back of my head or anything, but sometimes like I'll just be looking in the mirror in a car or something, and I'll just take it and I'm like, what is that? Like, what the heck? And they be so small that it's like you really gotta like dig to look for them, but I don't know, whatever. Other than that, so I told you guys like months ago that I was semi free-forming my locks, and honestly at that time I don't think I even really knew the correct like definition for semi free-forming. Like I was under the impression, okay, so free-forming locks is when your hair just like grows out of your head and you just like allow it to do that naturally. You don't retwist it or you don't manipulate it in any kind of way. It just grows out the way it grows out, right? And then semi free-forming, what I thought that was, I thought that meant like sometimes you retwist and sometimes you don't, because that's what I do. Like sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Like there's no consistency to my retwist. So I thought that's what semi free-forming was. But from what I've recently gathered, I'm starting to be under the impression that semi free-forming is just the same thing as free-forming, except the only way you manipulate it, if you will, is by like popping your locks and making keeping them separated basically, instead of just allowing it to all grow out and like mat together. So it'll kind of be like, so if you don't, this is so confusing. I'm sorry, am I confusing? If you do freeform lock your hair, then you can imagine like the Weeknd's hair, right? Where he has, you can kind of see like the locks up top, like the individual locks up top, but then like from the root, it looks like it's an afro growing underneath, or like that Medusa look where it's like, it's almost like an afro with just random, locks just that you can see. But then with semi-free forming, You just maintain the individual locks. So I'm calling what I do with my hair partial semi freeforming. I'm always making something up. But the reason why I call it partial semi freeforming is because I'm not doing it with my entire head. So I did like a half retwist, what was it, at 6 months, right? And since then, I haven't retwisted at all. Now I'm at 7 months, but I probably will shortly, and it's probably going to be another half retwist or partial, as I'm saying, because the front, like half of my head, like a little bit more than this. It's more than this. It's probably like another ponytail full like that, but that's how much I retwisted that last time, and it was pretty much just a cleanup of what you can see like this and like from the side views or whatever. But I didn't touch the back. Like the back half of my head, I just been letting it do its own thing. I think I've been popping it. I don't know. I touch my hair a lot, so I feel like they're definitely like separated, but I just haven't like done anything to the back of my head besides like keeping it moisturized and like oil and stuff like that. I really haven't like retwisted it, and I think it's been 2 months now. It may have been longer, but at least 2 months since I've retwisted the back of my head. And so and I noticed that like the new growth, which I would have retwisted by now as I did like with the front parts, is starting to tangle itself together or whatever. So I noticed that I was like, I guess I'm freeforming or like semi-freeforming my hair back there, which is cool because I like for the back of my head to be nice and thick, and the front, I mean, of course I want the front to be thick too, but the only thing is with the front, it gets to be very hard to tame, I guess, for a lack of better words. But especially like up here in the front, I have like bigger parts up here, so a lot of the hair that I have here is pretty thin, and it's also kind of short, like flyaways and stuff like that. So it's really difficult to keep them within the lock. Like they're always coming out, like all this right here, they're always coming out. And so I try to retwist this every so often, because if not, then I don't like that, how that looks for myself. So try not to do that, but you know, I don't know, whatever. So I try to keep this as clean as possible, and then if the back could just be thick and lovely, then great. So I'm partially semi-freeforming my hair, because partially semi-freeforming, and then the other part I semi-retwist, because I sometimes retwist it and I sometimes don't. So that's really all that's new with my hair, if that's even new. But yeah, that's really pretty much my 7-month lock update. And I forgot to say, you guys are so popping because we made it to 300 subscribers. Y'all show so much love. Like, I just appreciate y'all. Like, I really do. Thank you guys. It's almost like y'all doing this every time I make a video. I'm like, I have something to thank you guys for besides watching my videos, because thanks for watching my videos. But yeah, cool. Maybe next time I make a video, I'll be like, y'all, we made it to 400. I'm just kidding. Is that asking for too much? I don't know. Anyways, all right, let me go. I'm in an awkward position right now, as you can see. But all right, maybe next time I see you guys, I will partially retwist this front of my head, because honestly, I'm tired of doing this. Because the more that it's out like this, like I will literally be at work, in class, wherever, just like this, just touching my hair, because it's just out like that. So if I retwist this soon, then it will not be as accessible for me to touch and stuff. So anyways, as always,